So what's up, peeps? This is Jeff, aka Nomad Fury, and we're back once again for another video. This time, our special guest is no other than the founder of MetaChess, Mr. Jephtah Oyelabi. So Jeff, thank you so much for being here in the show. Welcome.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me on the show.
All right. So first things first, Jeff. Let's try to get to know more about you. Okay. How did you get started in getting yourself interested in crypto, blockchain, P2E, NFTs, and metaverse? And what motivated or inspired you in creating and developing MetaChess?
Let me just give a brief intro about myself. You rightly said, my name is Jephtah, but you could just call me Jeff, since you also go by Jeff. And I've been in the crypto space since 2017. And since then, I've been involved with a couple of crypto startups. Some I launched anonymously, while others publicly. So back in 2019, we started working on MetaChess. I've always been a chess enthusiast. So when I got involved with crypto back in 2017, I've always been thinking of how to, build something with crypto, like real life application of the whole blockchain technology. And then in 2019, I just started with the whole MetaChess because of my love for chess and for crypto. So that's pretty much how it all began.
All right. So Jeff, thank you so much for introducing yourself to me and to our subscribers and viewers who are tuning in to our interview right now. And yes, speaking of the MetaChess, well, before that, of course, my dad used to play chess, especially me, of course, but I am totally a beginner until now, But yes, this is a really interesting game. It requires for us to think, and to strategize our moves. So I really like that, to be honest, Jeff. Wow. So I like the idea that you have, for this chess game to enter into the play to earn NFT and metaverse space. Now, for the next question, what is currently the mission and vision of MetaChess?
The goal is actually to build one single ecosystem that will have the chess enthusiasts, the video gamers, and of course the crypto enthusiasts. Because what we are trying to build is not just a chess game. We are trying to build more than just that. That's why we have this fancy version, the MetaChess Warfronts that has unique characters and animation. So this aspect of the game would attract hardcore video gamers, and we see that most chess players usually prefer to play in the classic 2D, but the video gamers would fancy this other part more. I mean, the MetaChess Warfronts, it would be more interesting to them, and we're trying to attract those as well. And of course, with the old NFT, play to earn, staking, and all the other features we have on our platform, we're also trying to attract the crypto enthusiasts. So that's pretty much it, to build this one single hub to house, chess enthusiasts, video gamers, and crypto enthusiasts. So that's pretty much what we're trying to do. And I would say in 1 year, we're trying to at least have a target audience of 200K minimum in our first year.
All right, so at least we've learned from you about the mission and vision that you have for MetaChess. So thank you so much for that, Jeff. Now, for the next question, this is something that is really important for the subscribers and viewers who are tuning into our interview right now. Jeff, could you explain to our subscribers here about the ecosystem, the features, how to play and earn SHAH tokens, and its utilities for the MetaChess?
Yeah, sure. So we have multiple ways to earn on our platform. We try to make it as simple as possible, and we also made it in such a way that it's not just about the game of chess. So you do not need to be a chess player or a chess enthusiast to earn on the platform, because we have so many features like the learn to earn. Learn to earn is actually pretty much solving chess puzzles and you earn reward for that. We have coach to earn, even though that is more for the chess players and chess coaches. Coach to earn, you actually coach the newbies and you earn from that. We also have ways to earn, such as being active on the platform. So if there's a leaderboard whereby it takes track of your activities on the platform, your game counts. So for the most active players, they would be rewarded every week and also at the end of every month. So top three for each week would be rewarded. So these are some of the ways to earn on the platform. And we also have the land sales. There's this unique feature where they will be selling out lands to users. What does it mean to own a land? Or as a landowner, what do you stand to benefit? Okay, firstly, I should mention that each square on the chessboard would represent a piece of land. So, for example, you decide to acquire square C4, where C4 would be yours. So whatever income generates, it goes to your wallet. So this is an example. We have this treasure quest mode on our website. This game mode is totally unrelated to chess. So we're trying to add other game modes that is not just chess related. So this game mode is about hunting for treasures on the chessboard. So if a player decides to hunt for treasure and he finds treasure on your square, for example, square C4, so the revenue is going to be split 50-50 between the player and you as a landowner. So this is another way to earn. We pretty much have an article that explains in details so many ways to earn. So I mean, for those listening, you could drop by in our Telegram group chats and ask, and we would be happy to provide that. Or you could check our Medium article. It's all over there.
All right, so at least you've explained to us about the MetaChess ecosystem features, especially on how to play and earn on this game, and of course the utilities of the SHAH token. So Jeff, thank you so much for that. Now, for the next question, out of all the blockchains in this space, why do you choose Binance Smart Chain for MetaChess to run its game, minting NFTs, transactions, and so on?
Well, first reason I would say is the user base, because we see the increase in number of users that are adopting Binance Smart Chain, and they have daily users of over 1.1 million. So the users on Binance Smart Chain is massive. So we're trying to tap into that opportunity. Another reason I would say is the low gas fee, because with play to earn, you might be earning not so much, and you might need to do lots of transaction. If the gas fee is too much, then it won't be worth it anymore. Like if you are paying like close to $10 or $15 in just the transaction, then it's not worth it. So that's why we decided to use Binance Smart Chain, because of the low gas fee. And another reason I would say is the speed. I mean, it's fast. You don't have to wait minutes for just one transaction to complete. Transactions pretty much happen within seconds. So these are pretty much the reasons why we decided to use Binance Smart Chain.
All right, at least we've learned from you on why did you choose Binance Smart Chain over the other blockchains for MetaChess to mint their NFTs, run its game, transactions, and so on. So thank you so much for that. Now, for the next question. Now, who are your main competitors in this space, and what makes you guys stand out from the rest?
Good question. I usually like to say we really do not have competitors in this space currently, because I mean, there are lots of chess platforms out there. We have League Chess, chess.com. In fact, they are the biggest chess platform out there. But in terms of what we are building and what they are offering, it's pretty much different. That's why I would say we really do not have much competitors. But what do we offer that they do not offer? For example, we have this amazing 3D version. They do not have that. They only have the classic 2D, which we also have. That's one. Another thing is, on their platform, you only play for fun, right? But on our platform, you play for fun and at the same time earn rewards. So, I mean, who doesn't like to earn money, right? So we have that play to earn feature on our platform, which would be very huge because I mean it could pull lots of users from most of these classic traditional chess platforms. So that's another unique thing we're offering. Another thing that makes us different is we have if in community, let me just put it that way, we have this Telegram community that are actively playing on our platform. And one thing I noticed about chess players is, they really love to analyze their game after playing. They love to analyze, to discuss about the game, possible moves they should have made, best move and sort of. So on Lichess or chess.com, they do not have this community to discuss, to analyze. Yes, they have forums, but forums are usually for general topics, general discussion, not for chit chat, analysis. But on our platform, we have a community. Users actually are already taking advantage of this because after they play on the platform, they go to the group chats, discuss the game, they analyze what they should have done better and all of that. So this is actually an advantage, and it's something chess players would really love. I mean, these are some of the things that differentiates us from other chess platforms.
All right, at least we've learned from you about the potential competitors that you have in this space. Maybe not right now, but maybe in the future, and what makes you guys stand out from the rest. So thank you so much for that, Jeff. Now, for the next question, could you share about the recent achievements and the partners that you have on board with MetaChess?
Oh well, we've been working on the project since 2019. So we've pretty much been able to partner with local chess communities and chess groups, chess clubs here and there. And we have even organized tournaments, like a couple of them over the years. We did one this year, early this year, I think January. So it was actually very huge because we had lots of top players that participated, and the winner eventually was a teenager, actually, a very young GM. He's a grandmaster, was the winner of the tournament. And apart from the chess community, we also have partners in the crypto space. We have, the likes of Magnus Capital, N Guild, Topo NFT, and so many other partners. They can be found on our website, on the partners and advisors section of the website. So this partnership is pretty much, it's deliberate. We don't just choose anyone as partners. We see the value we can get from them before we make them as partners. So some it could be in terms of marketplace. For example, Topo NFT, they have this amazing marketplace, and we listed our NFTs there, and many more. The local chess community, of course, it's understandable why we partner with local chess communities because the game is chess oriented. So we have a couple of partners that are very, very advantageous to the project.
All right, so at least you shared to us about the achievements that you guys have from the beginning until now, especially the partners that you have on board. So thank you so much for that, Jeff. Now, for the next question, how do you see yourselves in a few years from now?
Well, I did mention earlier that for the first year, actually, our target audience or user base is 200K, and that's just a very, very small fraction of chess.com, for example. Because chess.com have close to over 20 million users. So 200K is just 1% of that. So, and that is very, very achievable, and it could surpass that actually. That's just like the minimum for a year. So speaking of many years from now, well, we see ourselves as that chess platform, like the chess platform, because like I said earlier, we are offering more than just the chess game. We're offering a very immersive video game, and also something that would attract the crypto enthusiasts because I mean, crypto guys love to make profit, right? That's why we have this NFT land sales. You could earn passive income through all of this. So we see ourselves in a few years as the chess platform, the single hub for all of this.
All right, so at least you'd share to us, Jeff, on how do you see yourselves in a few years from now. Okay, so we go now to the next question. Could you give us some reasons on why players like me and the rest around the world should not miss out checking out and playing the MetaChess? Like, what is it for us if we are not on board with this opportunity?
Well, I would say reasons why you should be involved in MetaChess one way or the other is firstly, we have the first mover advantage. Like I said, we are the first of its kind in the space. No other chess platform is doing what we are doing currently. So, we have that first mover advantage. And, in crypto space, that could blow up really well. Another reason I would say is the potential, because many people do not know actually. Most people see chess as this boring game and all, but it actually has lots of potential because the number of chess players around the world is over 500 million. And some statistics even say it's close to 1 billion chess players around the world. And I did mention earlier, chess.com has 20 million plus users. So imagine we have just a fraction of that. I mean, just do the math, how much this could blow up. So this is actually one of the reasons why I feel people should look into the potential and want to be involved with MetaChess. I would also say this is not just a quick cash grab project because we have been working on this since 2019. So it's not just a quick grab or some project that would drop full. We've been here for a long time, and we were even developing the projects at a time when we didn't raise any funds. We didn't do any sort of ICO back in 2019, so everything was self-financed. So how many projects out there, put lots of their personal funds into the project? Not many, honestly. They just rely on raising funds and developing with the funds. But we have actually been building with personal funds. Like I mean, yeah, it's slow and steady since we didn't have lots of funds, but we invested lots of personal funds into this since 2019, and here we are still here. So it's not just a quick cash grab project. This is a project for the long term. So all of this and many more are the reasons why I feel anyone should want to be involved with MetaChess.
All right, so at least we've learned from you, Jeff, on why we should not miss out playing MetaChess. Okay. Now, we have a question here from one of my community members. So he is one of my OGs, by the way. So he is Cornelius V. So he has been active in participating in my AMAs. So he has prepared two questions for you, Jeff. So his first question is, and I quote, "Your project is very good integrating classic chess game to the crypto NFT world. Will you have some mini games for each chess character to make the game more enjoyable and to attract more players?"
Wow, that's interesting. Well, speaking of mini games, yes, we would have other mini games, like other games that are not all related to chess. I did mention one earlier, the Treasure Quest mode, and we would have many more. But a suggestion is actually not something we have put into consideration. Even though the Treasure Quest mode, you could also select one of these characters and use these characters in playing for the 3D version. But the suggestion is not something we have considered, which is very interesting, and it's something we can look into, after the initial launch.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Cornelius V. For the first question, and of course for his second question, and I quote, "Chess pieces I think are limited to only 6 pieces such as king, queen, rook, knight, bishop, and pawn." Now his question is, how will you put rarity in the chess pieces? Will it have an effect in the strength or win-loss ratio during gameplay? And will there be future release of collectible NFT designs or skins, including concepts from the community?
Well, about the rarity, there's pretty much none on our NFTs. All of the NFTs have equal advantage. You don't own NFT. Like owning an NFT does not increase your chances of winning in the games, because I mean that would be unfair in the game of chess. So the NFTs are pretty much in-game assets. So if you own them, you would be able to use them in the game, and we would have variety. I don't know if he has looked at our collection. We did, I know, last week on DSS Station and Babylons. So we released two sets of characters for our NFT. So we would have multiple sets later on, but for now we have just two sets. So this is to allow variety. You can choose from these characters whichever one you want to use, but you need to own these NFTs in that to use them in the game. So that's pretty much the use case of our NFTs. It doesn't give you any additional advantages or advantage in the game tech.
Okay, so hopefully that this answers your second question, Cornelius V. So thank you so much for asking. So shout out to you, Cornelius. Okay, thank you so much for sending
Oh, sorry.
these questions. Yeah.
Sorry, he also asked, at the later part of his question, he asked if communities could, make their own NFTs and all. Yes, it's something we plan on integrating, where we would give, the specification of NFTs. If they can provide that, they can customize their own assets and actually use them in the game. So this is something we plan to do in the future.
All right, so thank you so much for that answer, Jep, and hopefully Cornelius, this will enlighten you, in asking these questions for MetaChess. So thank you so much, Cornelius V, for for participating. Shout out to you, Cornelius. Thank you so much for the support. Now, before we wrap up this interview, do you have any parting words for our amazing subscribers and viewers who are tuning into our interview right now?
Well, yeah, I mean, I see the last video you made about the MetaChess workaround, and I saw lots of engagements. It's really amazing the community you have. So I would like to say thank you to all of them and for watching this, even though it's pre-recorded, but they would eventually see it. So thanks for the time and attention you give to MetaChess. And I mean, today's a big day. I mean, we are having a TG today. We completed our IDOs yesterday, so we are listing today on PancakeSwap. And I would encourage everyone to open our Telegram group chats and ask questions if they still like to know any other thing. Admins would be happy to answer their question.
All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The founder of MetaChess, Mr. Jephtah Oyelabi. So once again, Jeb, thank you so much for your time here in the show. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
All right, and also I would like to thank all of our subscribers and viewers who are tuning in to our interview right now with the MetaChess founder, Mr. Jephtah Oyelabi. So if you have any questions that were not yet covered in this interview, so you could post it right here in the comment section of this video. Thank you all for watching. Did you enjoy watching this video? If yes, I would like to thank you for this. And if you want to stay updated regarding my latest videos, interviews, and giveaways, just hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. And also you could follow me on my official social media channels. Alright, I guess I'll see you guys on my next video.